Hello everyone, Aditya here. Welcome back to my channel and this Python tutorial series. So first of all, I would like to say thanks to you if you have made so far because we are in the middle of our series. So now let's go to our next section, which is loops. But before that, let's do a quick recap of what we did in the last video. So in the last video, we saw list, tuples, sets, and dictionaries, and we saw certain functionalities of those. And now in this video, we will continue with the loops. Before that, let me tell you the concept of loops in general. So loops are nothing but a piece of code that keeps executing unless and until you exit from that piece of code. So in simple example, but you can consider like a circular motion. So if you keep on rotating in a circle, like a merry-go-round thing, so if you keep on continuing in that, it's one loop. And if you want to get out of that circular merry-go-round, you just have to get out of there, then you're out of it. So this is like in the same way in programming, loops work. So let's take example of for loop. So for loop in Python, it works something like this. So it starts from the start of your iterable. So in this case, iterables are nothing but collections or dictionaries or the range that we provide, and it starts from the start or from the position that we give it to it, and it keeps on continuing in one direction and breaks after a particular condition is satisfied or if the particular condition is reached. So let's take an example. So suppose we have this over here, the set of organization result. So now let's print all the items in this set. So I will say for, and now I need to take a variable. I will say item in organization role set. So this item will iterate right from the admin and go all the way till finance. And then I have to give a colon after my statement of for, and then I will just print item. Let's first execute this code, then I'll explain the indentation thing. So if you see, like I'm getting admin, marketing, finance, and developer. One thing if you noticed here, that after this for, I have given some space over here. So this is nothing but indentation. So if you're coming from other programming languages like JavaScript or Java, C++, PHP, or even C Sharp, you might have curly braces. So you write a piece of code in this curly braces, and this becomes one block. In the same way for Python, you have indentations and the number of spaces you give. So anything I write in line with this P of print, all this will become one block for. So if I write something like this, then this will be for statement and this won't be considered part of for. So it will be considered as an error. So indentations are nothing but like they specify the block of your code. So you just need to make sure in Python that you provide proper indentation. So if you are using tab, stick with tab. If you are using spaces, stick with space. Okay. So now we have items printed over here. We can also do this not just for this set, but we can also do it for a range. So suppose if I want to print the number from 1 to 10. So I will say for, let's say number in range, and I say 10, and actually it should be like this, 10, like this. And if I print number, and now I can just remove this, and if I run this code, it gives me from 0 to 9. So it starts from 0, as we know the number starts from 0, and it goes to 9. As soon as the number becomes 10, it will come out of that for loop and it won't go inside this. So it will go to 0, print 0, 1, print 0, 1, 2, print 2, 3, so on, so on, so on, print 8, yes, print 9, print it. When it comes to 10, it breaks that, like the condition is satisfied, like it satisfied the range of 10. So it just breaks out of it and doesn't go inside the for loop. So I can provide a specific range as well. So if I want from 5 to 10, so this is the range function. It takes in the parameters. Like if it's a single parameters, it starts from 0. If you provide two parameters like this, so 5 and 10, so it will start from 5 and go till 10. Now if I run this code, it will give me from 5 to 9. So if I see here, I get it 5 to 9. So it starts from 5 and 6, 7, 8, 9, and once it reaches 10, 10 is equal to 10. So if the condition is satisfied, and then it comes out of it. So this is how it works. Now let's see another thing for loop. So I did it in range. Now how to do it for dictionary. So now let's see for loop, how we can use it in our for dictionary, or in this case our organization dictionary. So I will say for, and let's say item in organization, and then if I print it, let's see what I get. So this will give me the keys of the dictionary. So let's see, and if I go over here, yes, it's giving me the keys of the dictionary. So how can I get the values of this dictionary? So if you remember, we had something known as dictionary.items. So something like organization.items function, and this will gives us the list of tuples of all items. And then I can say here, instead of item, or rather let's keep item, and I will say value of that item. So if I do that, and if I say value over here now, then let's see what I get. So if I just run this again, I'm getting admin, developer, and marketing. So for loop, you can also have like a key value pair loop. So something like this. So if I say item, and if I concatenate it like this, and if I run it now, you see XYZ admin, ABC developer, PQR marketing. So the first option in the for loops iterator, so this is known as iterator. The first option is the key, and the second option is the value that we are iterating on that dictionary's items. Okay, so if I do it without like this, without the items, then it will throw me an error. I'll show you why. It says that too many values to unpack. This is because the item and value in organization, there is no like the key value structure for each value of that. So when I do organization.items, this organization.items gives me something like this. So if I print, if you remember from our last part of the video, in the last video, so if we do something like this, this gives me a list of tuples with items and values. So when I do this for loop, each item over here is, this is the key and this is the value, this is the key and this is the value, this is the key and this is the value. So it runs all over the items one by one. So that's why when we have to do organization.items like this. So that's all about for loop. Now let's see about if loop. If loop is kind of like a conditional loop, or rather it's a conditional loop. So it's as good as saying, if it rains today, I will not play football. Or actually it should be other way around. If it rains today, I will play football, because it's kind of like a rainy game. Else I won't play football. So if it's raining, then I can play football, else I won't play football. So let's see how we can write if loop over here. Is, let's say something like this, is raining. So we have a variable to check whether it's raining or not, and if it's true, then I will say is raining. If this is true, then print play football. Else I will print don't, double quotes, so I say don't play football. Okay, let's see what we get over here when we run this. So we say play football because it is true. Now if I do it false, sorry, if I do this like this, false, I will get don't play football because this condition is not satisfied. This one is satisfied. So this is how you have if and else statement. You can also have something known as multiple if and else, which is known as it's like an if else ladder. So how it works is, we have another condition here. We say else if is raining and bit sunny. or rather not is raining and bit sunny, and I can say bit sunny equal to true, and I can say print still play football. Let's see what we get. We should get this thing. So if I go over here, so how is this working is it's checking the first condition, so true. So as is raining is false, so this is not getting executed. Then it's coming to this condition. It is checking like, okay, is not is raining means whatever the variable here is, its complement value. So suppose if it's true, so not will make it false. So not of false makes it true. Not of true makes it false. So as this is not of false, so this will become true. This is AND operator. So if you remember our logical ANDing, it's something like that. So AND make sure that both conditions should be true to get inside that loop. So this is true and bit sunny is also true. So then it will come over here. I can also, if I make this true as well, then it will tell me play football. But if I just make it here not, then it will go straight away over here. Let's see. So if I run this, okay, don't play football. So this is how you have if else ladder or if else loop. Now let's see how we can use for loop and if loop in combination together to get or operate on this set. So let's remove this. Let's come over here. Give a space or remove the space actually. So now let's say for item in organization role set. So we have each item in that role set. Now we will use if loop. So we'll say if item equal to admin. So if the value of that item is admin, then print this is a admin. Else print this item is not a admin. So now let's see what we get if we run this program. So tutorial.py. So that's first one is admin. It's giving me admin, while rest other roles are not admin. So we are not getting anything over here. It's just saying that this item is not admin. So if you see the structure over here, this is our for statement. In that we give this indentation or space, and this is our one block of for. This has nothing to do with for. This is our if block because it is inside the indentation. Like there is indentation over here, and from here there is another indentation. So this became part of this if loop. This became part of this else loop, because once it comes to this line, this code or this block is broken because this else is in line with this if, and therefore it's part of for loop. So this is how indentation works in Python. Of course, once we code more and more, you'll come to know that how indentation works and how to indent in Python. So don't worry about it. So this is how we can also use if loop with conjunction with for loop. And also you can do vice versa, and you can have if loop, and if the condition is true, then you can run the for loop. As we saw for loop and if loop in a combination, we can also have a combination of if loop without a for loop. Actually, if loop and for loop, like an if loop acting as a for loop as well. Okay, without making it further confusing, let me show you. So if, let's say, admin not in let's say organizational roles set, I'll explain you what exactly this is doing. It is not present, else print it is present. Now let's run this code and we should see the statement it is present. Yes, it is coming over it as present, and let me tell you how it works. So not operator, we saw that it complements of whatever value we give. So true becomes false, false becomes true. In operator is another operator in Python which is used to traverse inside your collection. So when I say if admin not in organizational role set, so that means if admin is not in this entire set, like the entire set, whatever you have provided, then print it is not present. If it is there, just print it is present. So just to give an example, now here we don't have HR. So let's substitute admin with HR and let's run this again. We will say we will get it is not present because HR is not present in the set. So this is how you can use single if statement to check whether an item exists in the collection, list, or dictionary. Okay. We can also do this for dictionary. So suppose if this was dictionary, or let's take a quick dictionary example, how to use not in dictionary. So if I say organization dictionary, and let's take a simple dictionary of XYZ, admin, and NOP as developer. Now I want to do this thing, so I'll just copy this over here, and this will be instead of this. Now remember, when we just iterate in organization dictionary, it will iterate on the keys. So we just need to do something like this, XYZ, and or let's take a person another like ABC. If ABC not in the organization dictionary, it is not present, else it is present. Now if I run this code again, so let's clear the screen and run it again, it is saying it is not present. Now if I do this in the items in XYZ, it is still giving me it is not present because items are nothing but the collection of, or actually it's more like a tuple of key and value pair. So as you could see, like this not, or actually this in operator is iterating over the single item of that entire collection. In this case, it is iterating over the all the tuples individually one by one. Okay. To check inside this, we need to have a for loop, and we have to iterate in as we did it like items and value, and then we have to do if XYZ not in item because we are checking for the key, something like that. So now let's go to the next concept, which is the while loop. So what is while loop? So while loop you can consider as a loop which will keep on executing itself. I have say I equal to, it's just a random variable, let's say it's 10, and now I want to keep on incrementing I till I becomes 100. So I'll say while I is less than 100, I will say print I'll say plus, actually just I, and in the next iteration I will do I plus equal to 1. So we'll just increment this by 10 so that we will have the lesser rows. So if I do this, you see, like let's go to 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and as 100 is not less than 100, it will come out of the loop and it won't go here. We can also do this to check for the organizational role set. So we just want to find admin over here. So how we will do it? We will say while the length of organizational role set, or so as long as the length is there, or rather let's take I from 0 and let's do I is less than this length, we will say print organizational role set. So we'll just keep on printing this set again and again and again. So this will be printed like around 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, around 4 times. So let's see if it works. And we also need to do I plus equal to 1. So 1. So let's see if we get organizational role set for 4 times. And yes, we got it for 4 times. So this is how you can use while loop. So that's all for the loops. Hope you enjoyed this video. In the next section, we are going to see the concept of functions, and also we'll see we'll explain the part of how to pass parameters to the function and how to access the function and etc. etc. So if you are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe. If you like this video, press the hit the like button. If you feel this video is worth sharing, please share this video. And if you have any doubts, please feel free to put it in the comment section. So that's all from me. Till the next video, Goodbye.